Good morning. It is time for another turkey talking time. Brought to you by Foxtail Media. Anyway, this morning I wanted to touch base on turkey rounds. More specifically, what I use and what I like. This year I'm not going to use them because I'm going to be longbow hunting. But in the past years, this is what I used. And I've primarily killed more birds over the last 5 years with 410 rounds. This is federal, 410, 1100 feet per second, 3-inch, number 9 Tuxton. This stuff will fold a bird without question. I think it's one of the best rounds out there. I think it's one of the best gauges out there to turkey hunt with. Now, the 410, people are just like, the 410, yeah. But, I mean, you could kill a bird and fold him 45, 50 yards, no problem. This 3-inch number 9 Tungsten packs a freaking wallop. And I don't understand why people don't use it more. Over the last few years, it has become more popular over, say, a 12 gauge. This is Longbeard, TSS Longbeard. This is a 2.5 or 2 3/4. I can't remember. Probably 2 3/4. Shell, Longbeard XR shell for 12 gauge. Yes, I've used that, folded some birds with that as well. However, over the years, in my opinion, drop a comment if you think I'm wrong, or let me know why I'm wrong, what works best for you. Everybody's equipment's a little bit different, but what is the benefit for 12 gauge over, say, 410? I have a couple 12 gauges. Those things haven't left the safe other than to clean them a couple times a year. That's it. I no longer deer hunt with them. I rarely get out and bird hunt. I have waterfowl. Nothing. I don't ever use the 12 gauge. It's almost an antiquated firearm, pretty much for home self-defense at this point. I have a 20 gauge youth for my son. I don't even know that he'll ever use it. He's got a 410. Once again, we always bounce back to the 410. What's the benefit over a 12? Let's talk about that real quick. Now, if you're a public land guy and you're toting around a 410, it's going to be lighter. You're going to be more mobile. You're going to be quicker. I mean, you can put these little 410 shells anywhere. I mean, you can put these anywhere as well, but they take up more space. A 410 is a lot lighter than a 12 gauge. 12 gauge, yeah, you're going to carry it. Which one's easier? Okay, so that's one major benefit for 410 over a 12 gauge. Now, 12 gauge, it obviously packs a wallop into your shoulder, into the bird's face. So you could probably reach out there a little bit farther. We've seen birds dropped, 80 yards. 80 yards. But do you need to shoot 80 yards at a bird? I don't know. That's up to you to decide. That's your call. If you got the capability, send it. But that 410, it'll fold a bird 45, 50 yards, no problem. I think the 410 round, that federal especially, it patterns so much better than a 12 gauge. So much better it patterns. I just don't see the benefit over a 12. I personally probably will never ever use a 12 gauge round for a turkey hunt ever again. It's either going to be a longbow or it's going to be a 410. I don't really see any reason why you should switch or why you should use one or the other. Let me know. Drop a comment. I really want to know what you guys think about your round. Not necessarily the brand. There's a lot of great companies that pack their own rounds that aren't a big corporate entity. Look into the small guys too. You can get a good bang for your buck with those guys too. Anyway, that's that. 410 federal. Highly recommend this stuff. Go get a box. It's not cheap. And you better get them quick, because when turkey season comes around, these things, you can't find them. I always buy a couple at the end of the the beginning of the season, and a couple extra to throw in the safe for the next year. Anyway, that's my spiel. Y'all have a good day. Peace out.